don't know what is up or down. I want you to know that you can trust me. And when the world has got you spinning round, you know that you can always.
Hey guys, you seen David? Oh, hey man, there you are. Come on up here for a second. I have something for you. Ooh, cookies. Yeah, no. They're safe, I promise. It's not a trick. Go ahead. I told you, see? Somebody baked these fresh. They gave me the awesome responsibility of handing them out to you and all the other volunteers. Now, you guys do a great job every week coming in here loving on these kids. In fact, you know what? There might be a few extras here. I think I'm going to have some too. It's in your honor, of course. Cheers, brother. Oh man, that's good. That's really good. All right, man. Well, thank you. Why don't you go chillax for a little while and.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Man, this is good. You guys remember what we're talking about this week? We're talking about honesty all month long. And I can truthfully say that I honestly love all of you guys and these cookies. Oh man, so good. I gotta get the recipe for these things. Anyway, like I was talking about, honesty, all right? Honesty is choosing to be truthful in whatever you say and do. And we want to be truthful to others out of obedience to God, but also because it shows respect to others and to God. We talked about how the Bible puts it this way: an honest person has respect for the Lord. I want others to know that I have respect for God. So honesty is the name of the game. Now, speaking of respect, I want to show some respect for these cookies. Seriously though, so good. Oh, you know, if I don't watch myself, I'm going to eat all of these. I'm not going to have any left to give away. I'm going to go put them backstage, all right? You guys hang on a second. I'm going to be right back. Oh. Man, these cookies, oh, so good. I'm trying so hard to resist, but they're so good. All right. Hopefully, now that they're backstage, I'll be able to concentrate on the. I gotta concentrate and concentrate on honesty, not vanilla cookies. Honesty. You know what? You guys hold on just 1 second, all right? Oh, yikes, man. Where's my problem? Those cookies are simply irresistible. Oh, man. What's I got to do, really? All right? Okay. Let's get back to honesty. All right, honesty. Honesty is choosing to be truthful in whatever you say and do. Oh, man, I already told you that. Okay, I'm losing it up here. Hold on a sec, I got to go get a sip of water. Oh man. Oh man, I can't believe what I just did. Oh, I was supposed to give these out to the leaders. I wasn't supposed to pig out on them all by myself. Oh man, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna tell them happened to all the cookies? They're gonna know I didn't hand them out that fast. And what am I gonna tell the volunteers who didn't get one? Well, I guess I could just say that there weren't enough cookies for everyone. Of course, they saw me coming with this big bowl. They'll know it's not true. Well, I could tell them I tripped and spilled them. Yeah, that's pretty believable, right?
Oh, hey Eric.
Oh,
Why
what?
Why the long face, man?
What? I got something on my face? It's just what's left of my cereal from this morning.
Oh well.
Good morning. It's time for the Tomorrow Show.
Good morning and welcome to the Tomorrow Show, where the stories are so cutting edge, some of them haven't even happened yet. Today on Tomorrow, we bring you a story from Jericho that is so controversial, we didn't even have to make anything up this time. It was already juicy enough. Now recently, Jesus traveled through Jericho, attracting massive crowds and causing congestion throughout the city. You might say some people even had to walk around Jericho 7 times just to find a way in. Anyway, but it is not the crowds that day that caught our attention. No, it was a story of one man and his personal encounter with Jesus of Nazareth that has sparked a public outcry from the residents of Jericho. Well, today on Tomorrow, we have an exclusive interview with 2 of Jericho's most outspoken citizens. Yes, only a few days ago, big things were happening in Jericho. Jesus of Nazareth was passing through the town. You know, he seems to draw crowds wherever he goes, and this day, well, it was certainly not an exception. People flooded the streets, just trying to get a look at him, hoping to hear what he might say, and they even brought family members to him to be healed. Well, rather than speak to the entire crowd, Jesus stopped in the midst of all the noise and singled out one man, a man by the name of Zacchaeus. Now, according to the locals, he was a 2-bit no-good tax collector, probably the most hated man in the entire city. Well, you may not be aware of this, but when Caesar creates a new tax on us citizens, he doesn't send his Roman cronies. No, he sends Jewish tax collectors to the Jewish people. They end up robbing their own people. Well, not only are they collecting unfair taxes from their own people, but they are often saying that people owe more than they actually do, just so they can fill their own pockets and buy themselves fancy new harps or build bigger houses. Guys, this has been quite the scandal, and I have an exclusive interview with 2 residents right from here in Jericho. Guys, can you welcome them? Come on in, guys. All right. Herbert, Zelda, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being willing to come into the Tomorrow Show and share your thoughts with us. So this Zacchaeus, reports say that he was a wee little man. Would you agree?
Yeah. Zacchaeus is just a wee little man.
Okay.
And a wee little man he is. In fact, he had to climb up a tree that day just to see Jesus.
This is fascinating. I'm sorry. Oh, folks, this is unbelievable. You're not going to believe this, but apparently we have a surprise visitor who heard about our broadcast and he has stopped by. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Zacchaeus.
What? Let me at him.
No, calm down. It's okay, everybody chill out. You know, this was completely unexpected, but obviously great for ratings. So, we're just going to kind of let it play.
What? Are you here to collect more money from us?
No, that's not why I'm here. Actually, it's quite the opposite. I'm here because, well, things have really changed dramatically for me over the last few days.
Does this have anything to do with your encounter with Jesus the other day?
It has everything to do with that. Now, as everybody in this town knows, my line of work, it's not exactly the most honest of jobs. Well, you see, after the Romans hired me, I learned pretty quickly that there were certain perks to being a tax collector. Yeah, you can pretty much collect whatever you want, keep a portion for yourself. That's what I did. Well, that's what I always did. Until last week.
Ooh, tell us more.
Well, when Jesus came to town, he really caught my curiosity. I just wanted to see what everybody was so excited about. I mean, what was so special about this guy? So I climbed up a tree just to get a better view. And wouldn't you know it, in the midst of all these people, Jesus looks at me and he calls me by name. Man, we had never even met before. I was speechless.
Really?
Yeah. And not only that, he calls out to me. He says, "Hey, Zacchaeus, come down here at once." He goes, "I'm going to stay at your house today." Oh, I thought, does he know who I am? I mean, doesn't he know what I do for a living? Well, as it turns out, he did know. But it didn't matter. He was less concerned with what I'd done and more concerned about who I could become. And I believed him. And just like that, everything changed.
Wow, and so you knew that coming on the Tomorrow Show was the best way for you to get the word out, right?
No, not exactly. Truth is, I'm here to see these fine people.
Us?
That's right. Look, I've been running all over town. All right, you two are the people that I need to speak with. As you know, I haven't been honest with you. So, I'm here to make things right. This is for you. This is 4 times what I normally take each month, and it's just the start. I plan to give back all of it, and then some. I know that right now, I'm not a person you can trust, but I'm hoping by doing what's right today and tomorrow and the next day that I can build trust with you.
Well, I don't know what to say.
Well, that's a first.
Well, folks, you saw it here first on the Tomorrow Show. Zacchaeus truly is a changed man, making things right with them whom he's cheated. Now, that's all the time we have for today on Tomorrow. Tune in tomorrow for more heartwarming stories like you saw today on Tomorrow, or watch yesterday's show on Tomorrow's website. Do that today. Until tomorrow, goodbye, everyone. That was a great story, wasn't it, guys? But you know what? It's not just a story. It actually happened. Zacchaeus was a real man, and he walked on the earth 2,000 years ago, just like Jesus did. You know, Jesus changed his life, just like Jesus can change our lives today. And do you know why Zacchaeus' life was changed, guys? Well, it's because Jesus treated him with love. The story of Zacchaeus is found in Luke chapter 19, and it ends with Jesus saying this in verse 10. The Son of Man came to look for the lost and save them. Jesus came to look for Zacchaeus and to save him. He didn't ask Zacchaeus to stop what he was doing, did he? He didn't say, Zacchaeus, first I want you to go back and give everyone all that you took from them, and then I'll come have dinner with you. No. Jesus was offering to spend time with this man who so many despised, and he didn't expect Zacchaeus to clean up his act beforehand. So, why did Zacchaeus change? Because Jesus showed him love and forgiveness. So, guys, what about you? Have you guys been dishonest? Does anybody in your life have reason not to trust you today? Well, Zacchaeus was probably really tired of the way he was living. I imagine he was looking for a reason to change. Well, let me tell you guys, today is a new day. You can make things right and build trust. In fact, that's the one thing I want you to remember today. When you are truthful and make things right, you build trust. But maybe you're not like Zacchaeus. Maybe you're more like the man or the woman in the story today. You know, the ones who Zacchaeus cheated. Maybe a friend has hurt you with their lying. Well, how are you going to respond? Are you going to accuse them and embarrass them in front of others? Or are you going to show them love like Jesus did? Now remember, Zacchaeus only changed because Jesus took the time to show him love. Think about whom you guys can show love to today. Let's pray this week and ask God to help us. Whether we're like Zacchaeus or those he lied to, we all need God's help to respond the way he did. All right, I'll see you guys next week.
Oh, man. I can't believe I ate all those cookies. Oh, God, I feel awful. Oh, you know, in all ways I feel awful. I mean, my stomach hurts, but the worst pain of all is knowing that I took more than my fair share of cookies. Man, I still haven't figured out what I'm going to tell them.
Oh, hey man, do you have those cookies? There's some hungry small group leaders out there who heard there was a special treat for them today.
Yeah, about that. Dear God, once again, I need your help to tell the truth. I am so embarrassed to admit to everyone what I've done, but I know that if I want to make things right, I've got to start by telling the truth. Please help me be honest, and help me figure out what I can do to make things right and build trust between me and everyone here. So here's the deal. I messed up. Like, really badly. I have to admit, I ate all the cookies.
All of them?
Every last one.
You ate that whole bowl of cookies. I'm not even mad. That is amazing. But it is really bad because now we don't have any cookies for the small group leaders.
I know. I feel terrible. Truly terrible. But here's the thing. I prayed about it. I've got a plan. I'm going to call in some friends to help. All right, we're going to bring in some better food. All right? It's going to be maybe a little hard to beat those cookies, but I'm sure going to try. And then we're going to have a full-fledged party. I'll tell you what, I'll even foot the bill.
Oh.
All right? I know, it's going to cost a lot, but I got to do what makes things right. So I want to be honest and truthful. And I want to treat those small group leaders with the respect and gratitude that they deserve. So I hope everyone will forgive me for what I've done and be able to trust me again. You know, I'm optimistic since I learned from that Zacchaeus story today. When you're truthful and you make things right, you build trust. Hey, you know what? Can you guys say that with me? When you're truthful and make things right, you build trust. All right. When you're not truthful, it doesn't take long for people to stop trusting you. Would you trust someone who is always dishonest? Of course not. And if they want to regain your trust, it's going to take some effort. It's going to cost them something. For Zacchaeus, it cost a lot of money that he had cheated from people. And for you, it may cost an apology to the person you've been dishonest with. It may mean admitting that you were wrong about something, but mostly, when you lose a person's trust, it means you have to get in the habit of being truthful. A pattern of honesty, until bit by bit, that person can learn to trust you again. All right, so moment of truth. If you've been dishonest, here's the good news. God's going to forgive you. Jesus died on a cross to pay for your sins. It may take longer for people to forgive and trust you again, but if you get into a pattern of honesty, you can rebuild their trust. And speaking of rebuilding trust, I better get moving. I got a party to plan. All right, you guys have a good one at your small group, all right?
'Cause when you don't know what is up or down, I want you to know that you can trust me. And when the world is